Hello and welcome to 71 Cents. I'm Captain Billy Hart. It's more urgent than ever to take charge of your career. The Navy's looking to reshape the force and cut 3,000 sailors by June 30th, 2012. The way the Navy's going to do that is through what is called the Enlisted Retention Board. The Enlisted Retention Board is designed to eliminate overmanning and 31 ratings, so we stay within our congressionally mandated manning limits. The Navy wants to retain the best and the brightest, and is going to focus on performance as well as quotas to do that. We're sharing the information contained in this brief to benefit you. Pay attention, especially if you're in an overman rate. The time is now to get educated and act if you want to stay Navy. Seaman Pimentel will share the details with you.
Hello, I'm Seaman Pimentel with a special brief brought to you by your chain of command and TR's Command Career Counselors. As a result of record high retention and low attrition, the Navy must take action to shape the force, allowing a unique opportunity for some sailors. Sailors in 31 ratings are overmanned by greater than 103%. Many strong-performing sailors face reduced opportunity to re-enlist in rate due to limited perform-to-serve quotas. The Navy is preparing to conduct a focus Enlisted Retention Board in August. This will enable us to keep a balanced force into the future.
You're not getting me at all.
Some at-risk rates include aviation boatswain's mate fueling, aviation electrician's mate, aviation structural mechanic, aviation electrician's technician, electronics technician surface, machinist mate surface, operations specialist, personnel specialist, and ship's servicemen. Potential ERB candidates are directed to review their official military personnel file for accuracy. Sailors must complete all conversion, application, and submissions by June 15, 2011. Sailors will be separated by June 30, 2012, if not selected for retention.
You should know exactly what we need to do to make sure you can stay in the Navy, be head and shoulders above the rest of your shipmates, to stay out of trouble. You know, we're almost at zero tolerance Navy right now. If you mess up in the Navy, they're going to discharge you and not allow you to stay in. We're looking at our overman rates. We want those high squared away sailors to convert from an overman rate to an underman rate. Basically, that helps everybody out because it helps the people that are in that overman rate to get advanced, and it's going to help them get advanced and retrained. It's a very important program that we're coming up with, and people really have to take a look at their own careers. They have to look at the timeline. If you're in one of the 31 overman rates, you have a choice to make and you have a timeline to do that in. I highly encourage everybody to get a career development board, find out what you're qualified for in fleet ride, and then have your departmental career counselor submit a 1306 prior to June 15th to Bupers and see if we can convert you to something else. Everybody that converts, they'll find out 15 July, and then there's a time frame right there. Then the boards will start. And unfortunately, not everybody that wants to stay in the Navy is going to be able to stay in the Navy.
The special conversion rules apply to all enlisted pay grades, though the board will only look at sailors in pay grades E4 through E8. The rare opportunity for those in the enlisted khaki ranks, as the service normally doesn't allow any conversion above E6. The Navy will continue to exercise the full extent of existing authorized force management policies, like PTS, to properly size and shape the force. The Navy remains focused on maintaining the quality of the force through strong performance. Our guiding principle is to maintain a balanced force in terms of seniority, experience, and skill to meet fleet and force requirements.
Rough Riders, this is the XO, Captain Doug Roosevelt. I wanted to take a moment today to talk to you about an upcoming deadline, and that is if you're in the PTS window, June 15th is very important. I want you to think carefully what that date means for you. Whether you do 4 years and you're planning to do 4 years, or you're going to continue on to serve all the way through 30 years, I need you to pay attention to what this means because it's important for you to have options. First, I want you to control what you can. Don't focus on those things you can't control or what frustrates you. Look at what lays ahead, set some goals, and control what you can. There's 3 primary areas I want to talk to you today about what you can control. The first one is your professional life, your professional conduct. And first, you need to get quals. You need to qualify both in rate and in your general GMT items that are laid before you. Get your basic 3M, get your basic DC, be part of the firefighting team, and be knowledgeable about what it means to be a sailor in general. Secondly, I need to talk to you about your conduct. It's not good enough just to have superior conduct at work. You have to have both professional and personal conduct that is strong and admirable. It is admirable to be a sailor in the United States Navy, and I need you to take that approach 24/7, and you will do well. Lastly, I want to talk to you about bettering your life. There's two aspects of bettering your life that I want to highlight. Your physical readiness. We all just went through the PRT, and you know how hard it is if you wait until the last minute to get ready. So get a good, healthy lifestyle, both diet and exercise. 3 times a week of mild exercise, throwing a frisbee around, running around the neighborhood is all you really need to stay in great shape. And lastly, I want you to think about bettering yourself mentally. Read. Take classes. It doesn't have to be a college class. It can be something you're interested in. If you find it interesting, you will be good at it. Lastly, I want you to really think the PTS program in this discussion is so that you are excited about your job and you enjoy your job. If you do that, you'll be good at that. We can recognize you, and your PTS package will come through in a positive light. I want to finally mention one last time, June 15th, the deadlines are due. If you continue to serve with honor, courage, and commitment, then you will have all the choices in the world, whether that's in the Navy or the civilian life after your honorable service. So thanks again, and work real hard. XO out.
Through hard work, determination, and time, you too can keep a favorable standing with your chain of command and our Navy.
Remember that these special rules apply for a short time. All conversion applicants must be submitted by June 15th, 2011. You are a sailor first, so the Navy is allowing new alternative career paths to seasoned sailors who perform to serve. Take charge of your career, take charge of your future. Motivated sailors who are dedicated to their service are always welcome to the Navy. Thank you for joining us.